what's your vision of a world without self-sabotage?
When I wrote my book on Watiko, I mean, it really spoke to a lot of people and helped a lot of people, but some people who were just overly identified with the light, didn't even, bookstores didn't even want to carry it. People didn't even want to have the book in their house.
Because there was too much darkness in it? Is that it?
Right, it was seemingly talking about evil, right? And meanwhile, I'm trying to illumine evil to take away its power over us, because it only has power over us to the extent that we turn a blind eye and avoid it. So I point out that, yeah, we don't want to avoid, the darkness, but we don't want to become overly fascinated by it. There are people who do that, and then we're feeding it, and then, then it's contagious, and then we unwittingly become an instrument to act it out. But what we do want to do, and this is important, is to see Watiko, or the darkness or evil, and see how it acts itself out, see how it operates in the world, through the non-local field, and within our minds, through our unconscious reactions. And once you see that, then we're sovereign beings. Right. We can choose how we want to place our attention. Then we can invest our attention in creating the world we want to live in.
And keeping in touch with that. I mean, I love that quote by Thomas Jefferson, who said, "The price of freedom is constant vigilance." So that's the spiritual practice.
Being mindful. Exactly. It's cultivate that mindfulness. Right. And then when we invest our attention in creating the world we want to live in, well, the world I want to live in, which I've been actively imagining for decades, is where we all wake up, because the idea of the bodhisattva, they're about to enter nirvana, they become enlightened, and then they look back and they see all their suffering fellow brothers and sisters, and they realize, oh my God, these are parts of me. They're not separate. They are me that are still under the illusion. So they make the bodhisattva vow to come back, into this world to help other people to wake up. And then they don't enter nirvana until everyone else enters first. Because who is everyone but just, we're all cells in a greater body. We all depend on each other. We're interconnected. We're one. We're literally one. And so, yeah, that's the vision of that I'm having, is that, okay, if there's no Watiko, and if we all really get it, including everyone, in the 1%, the 99%, the people controlling the levers of power, everyone gets it. And we realize we're in this soup together. It's being cooked for us. We're all in this together. We depend on each other, and we're actually not separate. That's and keep in mind the energetic expression of that realization is compassion, and so then Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra of compassion, just just actually visualizing a universe where that's the ruler, where that's the pervasive, that's the atmosphere in which we all live, is realizing that, and it's pervading the energy of compassion, is pervading throughout the entire field. That's the vision, that's the dream. When I become lucid in my dreams at night, that's what I do. It didn't even, when it first happened, I didn't even it just came through me. I started chanting Om Mani Padme Hum and radiating out this incredible love and compassion for the entire universe, because I was realizing it was me. That's what lucidity is. And that's just what happens every time, not only in my night dreams, but that's my practice. That's part of my practice that I do all throughout the day. It's just people want to wake up, cultivate compassion. Because in Buddhism, they say true awakening is always the co-joining of two factors, of emptiness, that's lucidity, and compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra of compassion. So if you want to wake up in the dream, it's in a way very simple. Just work on opening your own heart, having what His Holiness Dalai Lama calls the good heart, being filled with bodhicitta, the heart and the mind of awakening, where you're actually wanting the best interest of everyone.